Hi everyone, welcome to my channel where I will crochet it forward in this tutorial by sharing my filet heart pattern. This is a total of 12 row pattern. However, 4 of those are the 2 top that have 26 across and the 2 bottom. So the actual heart filet itself is really only 10 rows. It's really cute, it's really pretty, and it works up super fast. The yarn I used for this blanket here that I made is Big Twist, and the color of it is bubblegum. And for the tutorial, I did use a 5mm crochet hook, but I want you to know that the holes were a little big for me, so I went down to a 4.5mm crochet hook for the blanket itself, and I was pleased with the size of the spaces. So that's crocheter's choice. All right, so the multiples for this pattern is 26. So go ahead and chain your 26 plus 1. And in the second chain from your hook, we're going to make an alternate chain 2, which always counts as an extended double crochet in this pattern, and that is 1 single crochet and a chain 2. Every row will start like that. This pattern's worked up in extended double crochets. I'll show you how to do that. Yarn over, go into your next stitch, pull up a loop. You have 3 on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 1 for your extension, and then finish your double crochet. 2, 2. Again, pull up a loop. Yarn over, go through 1, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. This is the extended double crochet. 1, 2, 2. So go ahead and make 1 extended double crochet all the way to the beginning chain. All right, so at the end of row 1, you should have 26 extended double crochets. Now these first 2 rows are super easy. Now what we're going to do is turn our work, and in that first stitch, we're going to make an alternate chain 2, which is a single crochet and a chain 2. And then we're just going to repeat row 1. Make 1 EDC in each stitch all the way down to the end. All right, I just finished my 25th EDC, and always remember to make your last EDC in the center of the first chain of your alternate chain 2. And what I like to do is just turn it a little bit toward me and then just go right in the center. Okay, we're going to turn our work, and now we're going to get into the actual filet heart pattern. So first thing we're going to do is make our alternate chain 2, which counts as our first EDC, and now we're going to make 11 EDCs. 1 EDC in the next 11 stitches. Now I'll be making these EDCs a little faster to make this video tutorial more simplified, but you can control the speed of this tutorial through your settings, and of course feel free to pause at any time. After you have crocheted your 12 EDCs, we're going to chain 2, skip 2, and make 1 EDC in the next 12 stitches. And for this pattern, these chain 2 and skip 2 will always count as a stitch. So go ahead and make 1 EDC in the next 12 stitches, and I'll meet you at the end of the row. All right, moving on to row 4, we're going to turn our work, make 1 alternate chain 2, and these alternate chain 2s, by the way, are going to result in a very straight edging. Your sides are going to be very straight. So now what we want to do is make 10 EDCs. So I already made 1, so go ahead and make 1 EDC and the next 9 stitches for a total of 10. After you've crocheted your 10 EDCs, we're going to chain 2, skip 2, make 2 EDCs in the chain 2 space, chain 2, skip 2, and make 1 EDC in the next 10 stitches. And I'll meet you at the end of the row. After you've completed your 10 EDCs, turn your work, and we're going to start row 5. Our first EDC, this is going to be 1 of 8 total, so go ahead and make 7 more EDCs. After you have crocheted your 8 EDCs, we're going to chain 2, skip 2, and in this chain 2 space, make 2 EDCs. Make 1 EDC in the next 2 stitches. And then make 2 EDCs in the chain 2 space. Chain 2, skip 2, and now we're going to make 1 EDC in the next 8 stitches. So you should have 6 stitches in a row right here. So go ahead and make your 8 EDCs, and I'll meet you at the end of the row. After you completed your 8 EDCs, go ahead and turn your work and make your alternate chain 2. Oops. And I just want to share something. So each round is going to be increased by 2 here in the center. That's what builds our heart. So now what we want to do is make 1 EDC in the first 6 stitches. I have 1 done. Go ahead and make, I'm going to make my 5, but go ahead and make 6 EDC. After you've completed your 6 EDCs, chain 2, skip 2, 2 EDCs in the chain 2 space. One EDC in the next 6 stitches. Two EDCs in the chain 2 space. Chain 2, skip 2, and 1 EDC in the next 6 stitches. After you've completed your 6 EDCs, go ahead and turn your work. And we are going to make 1 EDC in the first 4 stitches. After you have crocheted your 4 EDCs, chain 2, skip 2, and then 1 EDC, or 2 EDCs in the first chain 2 space. And then make 1 EDC in each of the next 14. Now we're going to make 2 EDCs in the chain 2 space. That's 1, here's 2. we're going to skip 2, chain 2, and make 1 EDC in the last 4 stitches. Okay, turn your work, and for round 8, it's super easy. We are simply going to repeat round 7. So we have 4 EDCs, chain 2, skip 2. We actually have 14 EDCs, chain 2, skip 2, and finish up with 4 EDCs, and I'll meet you back and we can move on to row 9. All right, moving on to row 9, we are going to make 1 EDC in the first 4 stitches. We're going to chain 2, skip 2, and then make 1 EDC in each of the next 6 stitches. Chain 2, skip 2, and then 1 EDC in the next 6 stitches. Chain 2, skip 2, and then 1 EDC in each of the last 4 stitches. Turn your work, and now we're on row 10. So we're going to make 1 EDC in each of the first 4 stitches. Two EDCs in the first chain 2 space. Chain 2, skip 2, 1 EDC in the next stitch. Oops. Chain 2, skip 2, 1 EDC in the next stitch. 2 EDC in the next chain 2 space. One EDC in the next stitch. Chain 2, skip 2, 1 EDC in the next stitch. Chain 2, skip 2, 2 EDCs in the next chain 2 space. And 1 EDC in the last 4 stitches. Turn your work, and now we're ready for row 11. And row 11 is 1 EDC in each stitch. So go ahead and make 1 EDC in each of the first 6 stitches. Now make 2 EDCs in the first chain 2 space. One EDC in the next stitch. Two EDCs in the next chain 2 space. One EDC in the next 4 stitches. Two EDCs in the next chain 2 space. One EDC in the next stitch. Two EDCs in the next chain 2 space. And one EDC in each of the last 6 stitches. All right, turn your work, and for our final row 12, all we're going to do is make 1 EDC in each stitch. At the end of the row, you should have 26 stitches, and you should have 26 stitches at the end of each row, as a matter of fact. So let's go ahead and finish. All right, guys, there we have it. That is my filet heart pattern. And notice we have the 2 rows at the bottom matching the 2 rows at the top of nothing but solid stitches. Again, if you want these holes to be smaller, use a 4mm or a 4.5mm as opposed to the 5mm. And I did that because that's what the yarn recommended. I want to thank everyone for watching. I appreciate your patience. I apologize for any confusion. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, tag somebody in the tutorial. And together, let's continue to crochet it forward. Bye now.